Drivers, start your engines!
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to race number 2 of the NCGMRS Discount Tires Series. We are here at North Carolina Speedway, better known as Rockingham, for race number 2. The UAW-Diamler Chrysler 400 just moments away from being run. You can see a lot of drivers here up at the front of the field that really, it's rather surprising, but qualifying was really good yesterday. And so we've got Anthony McCrury and Tim Walsh, 2 Toyotas on the front row, and then you got 2 more Toyotas back in row 2, Adam Chambers and Christian Jahns. Let's give you the rest of the starting lineup for today's race, brought to you by Coca-Cola. In row 1 on the pole, we got Anthony McCrury alongside Tim Walsh, Adam Chambers, Christian Jahns. They're row 2 alongside of Jeff Ehlers and Garrett Hay in row 3. Row 4, we're going to find Ryan Juke alongside of Luke Walker. Robert Ban will line up beside Jacob Lawler in row 5, and then Max Reynolds beside Josh Perry in row 6. In row 7, we got Brandon Gonzalez alongside Justin Perry, second in the standings. Alex Ban will line up alongside Zach Hamlin in row 8, and Jack Richards, Matt Richards. Richards dominate row 9. In row 10, we got Callum Wales. He'll start off alongside of Tim Fiegel in the 43, Ty Naughton Dillon in row 11, and in row 12, we got Bill James and Josh Johnson. In row 13 will be Daniel Schwab. He'll start off alongside P.J. London, Cory Williams beside Justin Johnson in row 14, and then row 15, Joseph Bryant and Diego Ospina. In row 16, we've got Jake Johnson, our points leader, the guy who won at Daytona. He'll start alongside Steven Gonzalez, Shaun, Gallighan, Ken Johnson in row 17, row 18, Brian Acosta and Dougie Shears, and then in row 19, we got Darnell Jones alongside Jamie Muckley, Charles Jackson beside Kenny McCrury in row 20, and Jake Cole and Matthew Farr round out the 42-car field. So this race just moments away from being run, as the command to fire engines will be given in just a few moments. We have our points leader, Jake Johnson, starting further back in the field here today. Also second in the standings, Justin Perry is starting back in around the 14th position, and so these cars will roll off. We'll get them underway, and we'll see if we're going to have maybe another winner go to victory lane here in the NCGMRS Discount Tires Series. Last week, if you missed it, it was a great one, the Daytona 500. It was Jake Johnson in the 29 going to victory lane with a last lap pass on Justin Perry. But I'll tell you what, Justin Perry in 2 starts so far, counting the non-points race at Daytona, the Budweiser Shootout, he's been able to finish in the top 5 so far, every single event. So right now, I'd be keeping my eye on the 24, who's starting back around the 14th position. So it's 4 Toyotas up front, McCrury, Walsh, Chambers, and Jahns to get us underway. 59 laps of racing here at North Carolina. Green flag is out. Adam Chambers right there. He wants to maybe lead this thing. He's on the back bumper of Anthony McCrury. Now he's going to move him out of the way. And Adam Chambers is going to go for the lead. Chambers down low. He's got the momentum, and he's going to the front. Anthony McCrury crossed the line as the pole sitter, as the leader. He'll cross now, and third is Tim Walsh now. Suddenly decides to take his turn at the front. Nope, Chambers is going to slam the door. Now moving up into the 3rd position, Jeff Ehlers there in the 34. The Taco Bell Ford for Front Row Motorsports. But it is all Adam Chambers right now. Chambers coming off a great 10th place finish in the Daytona 500, so he could maybe become a points leader here today if he could pick up a win here, because he obviously got a good start to the season with a 10th place finish. But Tim Walsh is there, and oh man, did you see that there? Oh, the car's in the wall. There's a car in the wall back there, but I saw the 7 of Alex Ban almost get turned, and somehow he held on to his car, but there is trouble on the backstretch. Caution is waving. Oh, look at that! The 43 of Tim Fiegel upside down. Naughton Dillon's gotten a piece of it as well. Kenny McCrury's involved. Oh, Charles Jackson for the second straight week. Oh, and there's a wreck further up here. Oh, man, the 14 of Bill James is involved. Zach Carlson in the 47. Diego Ospina. There's our points leader right there. The 29 of Jake Johnson is right there. Oh, my goodness. Jake Johnson's caught up in a wreck. Oh, Joseph Bryant, second straight week with a DNF, it looks like. There's Justin Johnson on pit road. Daniel Schwab, Josh Johnson, Ty Naughton, as well as Tim Fiegel, who we saw upside down. There's also damage there to Bill James and Zach Hamlin. Oh, and here come more cars down pit road. Dougie Shear, Shaun Gallighan. There's Ryan Acosta, Pichu London, the 5 car back there of Darnell Jones. Wow, there were a lot of cars caught up in this wreck. A lot of cars. 2 separate wrecks from what it looked like. Adam Chambers leads us under the caution. Let's see what happened. Well, here's the wreck. They were going to go 5 wide, almost 6 wide. They were 6 wide through this turn. Oh my goodness, and they were definitely 5 wide right there. Daniel Schwab makes some contact with Jack Richards, up into Naughton Dillon, up into Bill James. Dillon and James, the 2 that go up and get the outside retaining wall there at that point. And then you're going to see the 88 of Cory Williams come in. He's going to get a piece of it right there. And then take a look at the 43 right there of Tim Fiegel. He's going to get contact right there. He gets nailed by Zach Hamlin in the 47. Down into Kenny McCrury goes the 43, and 43 up and on its roof. Barrel rolling. Diego Spina got some of that back there. Charles Jackson as well. Look at Matthew Farr in the 36. I think he and Jake Cole in the 71 got through that. And I think maybe the 78 car of Steven Gonzalez got through there as well. But the big thing right here that was really scary is right there, the 43, still on his roof. And that's the 43 of Tim Fiegel. And he clips a little bit there of Darnell Jones, but he then comes to rest still on his roof. We're going to have to see if he's going to be okay. Now here's the wreck that I saw in the back straight. Right here, Ty Naughton going to get a tap right there from Daniel Schwab. Meanwhile, the wreck's happening further back behind them involving Tim Fiegel. Oh, Naughton nails that inside wall. Oh, Steven Gonzalez nailed the inside wall further back there as well in the 78. But Schwab and Naughton get together. They're going to go into a slide, and here's where the big problems are going to start happening. Look at our points leader trying to miss it. Oh, no such luck. Oh, look at Naughton airborne. Joseph Bryant gets a piece of that there. Sean Gallighan is involved right there as well. 16 of Justin Johnson, Dougie Shears, Josh Johnson, Pichu London. They all start piling in. Look at the hard hit that the 83 of Ty Naughton was taking there. And Daniel Schwab in the 56 as well. And then just pretty much it's on from there as far as drivers just piling in. Cory Williams gets another piece of it there in the 99. Ryan Acosta there in the 1 getting some of it as well. Cory Williams, his day looks like it's done, but that's why we're under the caution flag. 2 humongous wrecks occurring, 1 off of turn 2 and 1 in the backstretch into turn 3. So we'll get ready to go back under green on lap 8 of 59. A lot of drivers out as a result of this wreck. They include Dougie Shears, Cory Williams, Naughton Dillon, Daniel Schwab. The 9 car of Josh Johnson has retired. Tim Fiegel, Ty Naughton. Our points leader, Jake Johnson, our winner at Daytona last week, he has retired, along with Joseph Bryant, Kenny McCrury, Diego Ospina, and for the second straight week, Charles Jackson, dead last. That's really tough for him right there. Pichu London, we are getting a report, has just retired from the race as well. Adam Chambers is the leader, 1 lap down there. We find the 16 of Justin Johnson. He's still in, but 1 lap down. Second position is Tim Walsh. 3rd is Jeff Ehlers. Anthony McCrury is 4th. 5th is Max Reynolds. Then it's Christian Jahns, Alex Ban, Jacob Lawler, Garrett Hay, and Robert Ban, the rest of the top 10. So we'll get ready to go back under the green flag here on lap number 8. Chambers with the lead. Green flag back out. Chambers will try and get away from that lap car of Justin Johnson. Tim Walsh going to try and do the same. Looks like they both will succeed. Now left next one to get around the 16 will be the 34 of Jeff Ehlers. Chambers, Walsh, Ehlers. They have cleared that lap car of Justin Johnson. Next to do that would be Max Reynolds, it looks like, in the 42. And look at Tim Walsh. He is stuck right with the Adam Chambers machine. He's thinking about maybe going for the lead, it looks like, as he is all over the back bumper of that Red Bull Toyota. The 16 car not really being a problem for any drivers. They've been able to make their way around him pretty well. As Chambers leads, Walsh is second, Ehlers right there in third. Caution is out. Caution is waving once again. This time it's for Josh Perry and his teammate Luke Walker. Oh, Darnell Jones gets a piece of it. Jake Cole may have also been involved. And the caution's out once again. Oh, wow. Jake Cole, let's take a look at his race car, see if he did get any contact. Yeah, he looks like he's on the apron heading for pit road. Let's see why we're under the caution flag for the second time today here at Rockingham. Now it looks like Jake Cole gets into the Josh Perry machine right about here. Yeah, right there. Gets him just in that left rear quarter panel. And the 20 car is going to go down. He's going to get a piece of the inside wall, I think. No, he holds on to it, but then here's the problem. Yeah, he's going to come back up the racetrack, and there's just no room because Jake Cole's there again. He comes right up in front of Jake Cole and not only takes out himself, but also his teammate from Joe Gibbs Racing, the 18 car right there. Oh, wow, hard lick for Luke Walker in the 18. And we saw the 5 get caught up in something here. Does he hit the 71 or does he hit the 18? Right here. He's going to nail the 18. Oh, Darnell Jones. That was full speed for the 5 car and tough break for Darnell Jones. He'll undoubtedly be out of the race along with these other 3 involved here. Luke Walker, Josh Perry, and Jake Cole. Let's go back to the green flag. So we're about to go back under green flag racing on lap number 14. Jake Cole, Josh Perry, Luke Walker, Darnell Jones. They have retired from the race. Still 1 lap down is the Justin Johnson machine. Let's go through the top 10 once again. Chambers is the leader. Tim Walsh second, Jeff Ehlers third, Alex Ban fourth, Anthony McCrury in fifth, Robert Ban is sixth, seventh is Garrett Hayes, eighth is Jacob Lawler. How about Justin Perry, second in the standings? He's up now to 9th, and 10th right now is Ryan Juke. We'll get back under green flag racing once again. Chambers still out in front, and he'll try and do exactly what he did before. Try and get away from the Tim Walsh machine. Look at Jeff Ehlers! Did you see him shoot that car up the gap? Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh! Alex Ban almost again getting turned back there and holding onto it. He almost got turned by Anthony McCrury that time. 2 tremendous saves by Alex Ban. Chambers the leader. Jeff Ehlers back there in second now after that incredible move Ehlers put on Tim Walsh. Walsh has slipped back quite a bit there too. Wow. Walsh, that really took a lot of momentum away from the Napa Toyota from Michael Waltrip Racing. It's pretty much a 2-car race right at the moment. Chambers and Ehlers. Those 2 battling it out. Then back in third position now we got a battle between Alex Ban and Jacob Lawler. Then you got Ryan Juke up to 5th now. How about the 24 car, though? Good runs right now by the guy who comes in second in the standings, Justin Perry, back in the 9th position right now, looking for the 8th position off of Christian Jahns. Good run for the guy coming in second in the standings, and right behind him, this guy knows how to do pretty well at racetracks. He did very well at Daytona. Oh, there's a car back in the wall. I believe that was the Ban Hamlin machine. I think he saved it, though. There's Hamlin. Yeah, he got a piece of that inside wall, but I think he was the car that got turned. He crosses the stripe this time in 19th. He was 16th last time by. Also off the pace a little bit is the Matthew Farr machine. He gives up a spot there to Anthony McCrury. Don't know if something's amiss on his race car or not. Christian Jahns, we were noticing him trying to hold off the Justin Perry machine. He's running in 8th position, comes in 12th in the standings. So he's looking for a good run here today to continue on that consistency. And back there, we got another driver that we hadn't really seen much of, Brandon Gonzalez. He's running there in that 14th position. Ended up wrecking out at Daytona. as did several drivers in this field. And take a look at Robert Ban back here in the 15th position, the 22 car. Robert Ban ended up almost getting the Budweiser shootout victory, but was just a little short to Justin Perry. But back up front, Adam Chambers, it still continues to lead. Oh, not anymore. Challenge down low. Jeff Ehlers down on the inside line. I didn't know we had a battle on for the lead, but we do. Ehlers down low. Chambers up high. Ehlers will try and just slide by. He will. I think Chambers kind of gave a little bit there. Said, hey, I'm up in this high side. I'm going to just let you go on by and get into this lower groove once again. We'll see if the Red Bull Toyota number 4 can get back up to the back bumper of Jeff Ehlers. Past 2 races, Budweiser shootout included, a Chevrolet has gone to victory lane. Right now, we've got a Ford running first, a Toyota running second, and a Dodge running in third in the form of Alex Ban. So, very likely Chevy will not be able to continue on their streak of wins, as Jeff Ehlers, Adam Chambers, and Alex Ban are the top 3. Phil, look at that number 4 come through turn 4. Did he get a good run there or what? He's going to come down to the inside line. He's going to go underneath the 34, but this time not quite strong enough to put the move on, but he is there. Chambers is there. He wants the lead back from Jeff Ehlers. Things mighty spread out here. Seeing a good battle back here. This is for the 9th position, and now, or make that the 8th position. Justin Perry taking that away from the Tim Walsh machine. And he steadily continues to move his way through the field. Good drive by the Drive to End Hunger Chevrolet so far. This battle has been raging on just a little bit. Ryan Juke on the attack of Garrett Hay. That would be for the 5th position, a spot in the top 5. And just ahead of them, a good battle that has been going on for about the last 10 laps or so. Jacob Lawler trying to get on that inside line to be able to get around the Alex Ban machine. Meanwhile, the battle up front heats up once again. Adam Chambers on the back bumper of Jeff Ehlers, still trying to put a move on the Taco Bell Ford. Laps are winding down very quickly here. We've ended up having 2 cautions, but now we're into a nice long green flag run. And right now it's been pretty much a 2-car breakaway in the fact that 2 cars, 2 cars, 2 cars. Then you got 1 car in Christian Jahns, and then you got that 2-car battle back there again for around the 8th position between Justin Perry and Tim Walsh. Once again, Chambers gets a little bit of a better run than the 34, but the 34 of Jeff Ehlers is able to put on a good block. Chambers will try to get off turn 2 a lot better this time. Ooh! Once again, Alex Ban almost gets turned back there, this time by Jacob Lawler, and he holds onto it one more time. That's 3 saves that Alex Ban has been able to make in that number 7. Chambers is there, pressuring the 34 of Jeff Ehlers. He's going to peek to the inside. Ooh, my goodness. Can he get a run, though, is the question. He's got his car down there to be able to poke a hole, but he just can't seem to get a run. Now he's going to try and shove the 34 out of the way. Cannot do it. He is wearing out the back bumper of that Taco Bell Ford Fusion. No doubt about that. It is still Ehlers. And then Chambers. Oh, my goodness. Back there, that was Garrett Hay almost getting turned by Ryan. The 77 car. I can't remember what his name is now. Yeah, Ryan Juke. And Juke's going to get to the inside of Garrett Hay. That little bit of a slide is going to cost Hay at least 2 positions as Ryan Juke gets by. Now coming up that inside line. Oh, once again, do you see that 7 car? He is loose off the corner, still holds onto it. As now Christian Jahns will slide by Garrett Hay for that position there. And now coming up for the 7th spot is going to be Justin Perry. He's looking for 7th. And how about Callum Wales? We haven't talked about him. Good top 10 run for the Caterpillar Chevrolet out of Richard Childress Racing, as he is currently running in the 10th position. Let's look further back through the field, see who else is running where. We've got Max Reynolds. He's running there in the 11th position. Brandon Gonzalez up there in 12th. Jack Richards, good run for him. He's in that 13th spot. 14th right now is Matt Richards, but he's about to get a challenge from Ken Johnson in 15th. 16th position right now is Robert Bands. 17th, we find the 46 car of Muckley. Anthony McCrury, he's back in 18th. 19th right now, Steven Gonzalez. They've lost a little bit of ground on the rest of the field. Zach Hamlin back there in 20th. 21st right now is Matthew Farr. Ryan Acosta back in 22nd. One lap down in 25th, we find the Justin Johnson machine. There's Shaun Gallighan. He's in 23rd. 24th right now is Bill James. And I think we're going to have some slower cars up ahead in the form of Bill James and Shaun Gallighan. Before all is said and done, these two are going to have to contend with them as Jeff Ehlers and Adam Chambers are closing in on those slower race cars. Now the question is, will this bunch up the field or will it spread it out even more? Let's go on board with the Jeff Ehlers machine, see just how far ahead the first car of Bill James is. You could just see him on the just heading now into turn 3, and they are closing on him pretty quickly. He's right over there. You can see him visibly, the 14. So Ehlers trying to catch up to that 14, and really, if you think about it, Bill James, Shaun Gallighan, those guys that are slower, they could play out really into who's going to win this race. And they are closing in on him too. How about Christian Jahns? This guy's been picking up places continually. He now challenges Ryan Juke for the 5th position. And here we go. They are closing in on Bill James. It is Ehlers and Chambers still, 1 and 2. Those two have not left each other. Chambers has tried to put a few moves on the 34, has not been successful. He tries once again off of turn 2, cannot do it. Meanwhile, the 14 Office Depot Facebook Chevrolet from Stewart House Racing looms largely in their front windshields. They know they're going to have to get by him somehow. The question is, are they going to get by and wreck? Are they going to get by and be separated? Or are they going to get by and be even closer than they are now, if that is even possible? Up there in that 7th position now, we find Justin Perry. Undoubtedly, if he continues on with this run, he'll leave as the points leader. Ehlers completes lap number 40. Here they come, up on the back bumper of the Bill James machine. Oh, wow, right there. Chambers just got into Jeff Ehlers, turned him, and that may help Jeff Ehlers get by the 14. I think it did. Chambers now going to get by the 14 of Bill James as well, and now those two have a lap car between themselves and 3rd place now, Jacob Lawler. Alex Band losing positions like a rock. He's now lost 4th position to Ryan Juke. He's now under fire for 5th. That would be Justin Perry down there. Christian Jahns trying to get down that inside line there as well. And we have things suddenly kind of closed up here between Jeff Ehlers, Adam Chambers, now a 3rd player coming to the party, another Front Row Motorsports car, the 37. So Ehlers has a teammate back there in 3rd, and they are closing in on more cars. The slower car of Shaun Gallighan, the lap car of Justin Johnson just ahead. You got to be pretty impressed with the Fords from Front Row Motorsports here today. Naughton Dillon, we know, had a tough break, getting caught up in a wreck there early on in this race, but Jeff Ehlers and Jacob Lawler currently in the top 3, 1st and 3rd, and here comes Jeff Ehlers trying to get a run on the inside of the slower car of Shaun Gallighan. Gallighan going to throw the block. Chambers closes in. Oh my goodness, is this tight off the corner? Ehlers! Oh, he got turned! He got flat out turned! He tries to keep his foot in the throttle. He'll try and bring it back up the racetrack, but he's going to lose a ton of positions. Oh man, what a tough break for Jeff Ehlers. He's going to slide a long ways back here. Long ways back for Jeff Ehlers as he's going to lose several spots, and now a battle on for the lead. Suddenly, just like that, everything's closed up. New leader, Jacob Lawler. 3 wide for 2nd between Justin Perry, Ryan Juke, and Adam Chambers. Holy mackerel. Suddenly, the whole front of the field has changed. We were watching an Ehlers-Chambers battle for most of this race, and now it's Lawler, Perry, Juke, and Jahns up there in the top 4. I don't think anybody was planning on this kind of a finish, and what a tough break for Jeff Ehlers. This guy was leading most of this race, and now he finds himself way back there. Let's see where he currently is running at this moment. He's running back in the 12th position in that Taco Bell Ford. Still going to be a good finish for him, but he would have loved to have gone to victory lane, and that's a tough break right there. But every cloud has a silver lining, and that silver lining is the fact that his teammate, Jacob Lawler, is out in front. Justin Perry there, though, the points leader when we leave here today if he finishes there in second, and definitely the points leader if he wins here today in that 24. He drove for DuPont last race, finished a great finish there. And now he's up there trying to catch up to Jacob Lawler, who now has some slower cars ahead, the lap car of Justin Johnson, and the one of Ryan Acosta, who is on the tail end of the lead lap. Lawler makes a move to the inside. He will get underneath of Justin Johnson. Justin Perry going down to the inside as well. Next car they'll have to contend with will be the Tracker Boat Chevrolet from Earnhardt Ganassi Racing of Ryan Acosta. He now will move out of the way and allow these people, these lead lap cars, to race amongst themselves. Christian Jahns has suddenly moved his way up into third. Ryan Juke fourth. Alex Ban fifth. Adam Chambers, one of those two drivers who was in that two-car tango for the lead early on with the 34 of Jeff Ehlers. He's back now in the 6th position. We have ourselves a total of 10 laps to go, folks, and this race is not over yet. Jacob Lawler leads. Second position right now is the guy who will probably leave as the points leader, Justin Perry. Third position right now is Christian Jahns. Fourth right now is Ryan Juke, and Alex Ban completes the top 5. Absolutely incredible what is going on here. And let me tell you something, folks. It's not over yet. We still have 9 laps to go. Justin Perry is closed in on that race car of Jacob Lawler, and he wants by. They've got some slower cars up ahead to contend with still, and we may reach them before this race is over. Caution's waving. Caution is out. After a long green flag run, the caution is waving here at Rockingham. Caution is out. Looks like it's for Jack Richards in the 17. He's the only car that we're seeing down on pit road. Something probably happening to the Arby's Ford. Let's see what happened. Yeah, he's got some right side damage to that race car. Let's see what happened to Jack Richards. Well, actually, it was 2 cars. Jack Richards, Tim Walsh, battling it out for the 10th position. Right here, Jack Richards going to get into the Tim Walsh machine. Walsh goes down to the inside line right there. He's down on the apron. 2 wheels actually in the grass. And this is where the wreck's going to occur. It started there in turn 4, but it's going to end up here in turn 1. Right here, Tim Walsh thinks he's clear of the 17, thinks he can come back up the racetrack. No such luck. Right there, he gets a clipping onto the RB's car, and look at Walsh. Look at the hit he takes into the wall. And his car is going to flip up onto its side, and actually is rim riding the wall on its side. That Napa Toyota, oh my goodness. It will come to rest on all 4 wheels, but Jack Richards, Tim Walsh, they're the reason we're under the caution flag for the 3rd time today in the closing stages of the UAW-Diamler Chrysler 400. So we will get ready to go back under green. We'll have a total of 5 laps to go. There are only 19 cars left on the lead lap. Quite a few lap cars spread out through this field, but we'll try and show you the lead lap cars that will try and battle it out for the win. Lawler leads. Justin Perry is 2nd, Christian Jahns is 3rd, 4th is Ryan Juke, 5th is Alex Ban, Adam Chambers 6th, 7th is Callum Wales, then it's Garrett Hay in 8th, 9th position right now is Max Reynolds, in 10th is Jeff Ehlers, Brandon Gonzalez is 11th, Ken Johnson is 12th, in 13th is Muckley. I can't remember his first name. I don't know why I can't remember his first name. Then it's Robert Ban in 14th. 15th is Matt Richards. 16th position right now will go to Anthony McCrury. 17th is Steven Gonzalez. Zach Hamlin is 18th. And 19th is Matthew Farr. That is it. Those are the cars left in the lead lap. Look at this battle for second as Jacob Lawler will take and lead the way. Ryan Juke suddenly going to slide there into that 2nd position. Justin Perry now going to battle for 3rd with Christian Jahns. Is Jacob Lawler home free? Don't know for certain. We're going to find out in about 3 more laps. Lawler, Juke, Perry, then Chambers now going into the 4th position. Oh! Rick back there, it looked like. I saw Matt Richards sideways. He saved it. I saw somebody else sideways back there too, but they saved it, looks like. Oh, Max Reynolds! Getting turned! Oh, the 16 is in the wall and there's a spin! The spin is Justin Johnson, the 16 car, the lap car, and this race, folks, is the caution out? That's the question. Yes, caution is waving. Is this race going to end under caution? I think it will, because right now the white flag is going to get displayed to Jacob Lawler. Lawler will win this race under caution. In that number 37 for Front Row Motorsports, he will go to victory lane. And how about that? Absolutely incredible job by Jacob Lawler. He'll win this race, it looks like. Ryan Juke will get credited for 2nd. Justin Perry 3rd, Adam Chambers 4th, Callum Wales 5th, Alex Band 6th, Christian Jahns in 7th. Garrett Hay will finish 8th, 9th position for Brandon Gonzalez, and a guy who led all day long, but ended up getting turned off turn 4 and lost a ton of spots. He'll finish 10th is Jeff Ehlers. Let's take a look at the finishing order. So here you go. Here are the official standings. We went through the top 10. Let's go further down. Jamie Muckley finishes in the 11th position. Robert Band 12th. Ken Johnson in 13th. Matt Richards 14th. Steven Gonzalez in 15th. Zach Hamlin in 16th. 17th, Anthony McCrury. Mark Reynolds, remember he was caught up behind the 16 car when that wreck occurred. He'll finish in the 18th position. And Matthew Farr finishes in 19th. 1 lap down in 20th was Shaun Gallighan. Ryan Acosta in 21st. Bill James 22nd. In 23rd, Jack Richards. And then 2 laps down was Justin Johnson. The rest of these cars finished out of the race. You can see the drivers that did not finish this race. The winner of this race, none other than the 37 of Jacob Lawler. Let's go and see the point standings now. Alright, so a little bit of a shake-up here in the points. Take a look at it right now. Justin Perry with the lead. Rest of the top 10, Adam Chambers, Ryan Juke up there in 3rd, Matt Richards, Christian Jahns, Justin Johnson, Callum Wales, Bill James, Matthew Farr, and Jake Cole. Take a look at Jake Johnson falling to 14th in the standings due to that bad finish, and he came in as the points leader. 14 spots lost, and with the win, Jacob Lawler moves up to the 17th position. So good points day for the 37, moving his way up into the top 20 in points right now. We'll take a look now at the rest of the points, and a lot of drivers really needing to get good runs next week. Tim Fiegel, Charles Jackson, and Joseph Bryant, they haven't even hit 100 points yet. They're really going to need a good run at Las Vegas. So, race number 2 of the NCGMRS Discount Tire Series is in the books, as we ended up having a very exciting event here. Lots of different wrecks here. Lots of drivers having wild rides. There you see the 43 Tim Fiegel taking a pretty wild ride there in the Air Force Ford. A little bit of tempers flaring, little bit of this, little bit of that. It all ended up coming down to a 5-lap shootout in which it was Jacob Lawler going to victory lane in the 37. The next time that we see you, we will be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Congrats once again to Jacob Lawler on his win. We're heading to Las Vegas next. You've been watching the NCGMRS Discount Tire Series. See you guys later.